welcome back to Peaks 47. So I bought these offline. I'd just like to recommend them. Save having to paint the little ground signals that you get with the ratio kit, which is this kit here. They wasn't fun to make, but rather than having to paint the signals themselves, I thought I'd cheat and buy this kit, and it's going to be a damn sight easier doing these now with the transfers instead. So I'm going to do all my scenics before I put these in place. Firstly, because I don't really want to get static grass stuck to the side of them when I'm using the layering spray. And secondly, I'm not entirely sure yet of the right position for them, so that this will give me some time to do some homework and find out exactly where they would go. But for now, I've got two here to protecting these lines, and I've got another one here protecting this line, and then I've got another one I'm thinking should perhaps be here as a final signal before anything is allowed out up onto the main. So I'm just going to use some offcuts of this WWS modelling sheet. I'm going to use hot glue again, like I've done in the past. Now, rather than just having sort of some flat landscape, I'm going to just try and replicate this so it's like a really shallow cutting, and then all this round here is going to be vegetation. I might actually paint this grey and then lightly put static grass on it, and with the protruding bits leave them a rock colour, almost as if this has already been dug out, and it just goes within keeping along this back edge. So I think I might get this down, plaster Paris this, and then paint this grey at the same time, and then start looking at putting some scatters, some wild flowers, bit of static grass, and just sort of develop the area as I go. So as you can see from the previous clip, I've decided to put try and do some rock formations with it. So I've just put the grey on now. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll use the same method that I've used here. So dry brush some white over it, and then with some concrete dust weathering powder, give them a bit of detail, and then in between we'll do all the static grass in, and then we'll do the ground signals last. You can see here where I originally marked it. It might be perhaps that should be back there, but by the time I come round to putting those in position, I should have an idea of the right place to put them. So after Martin's little video about putting 6mm through the precision applicator, I thought, right, I'll have a go. And it came through, not a problem at all. So I've got a 6mm dead on there, and then with a 4mm on top just to brighten up a little bit. And it came out really well. I'm just going to add some rails in between the tracks, just for a little bit of detail. So I've just broken up some old track. I've been looking in one of my books, and there seems to be piles and piles of sleepers as well. So I'm going to break these up, stack these up, and add some bits of detail around here once I've done a bit more scenics. So if you haven't seen some of my older videos, this is just a combination of grey building sand and then the sort of browny play sand that you can get, and just mix the two together. It gives you quite a good light brown textured finish, which is perfect for concrete bases.